Good afternoon, and welcome to our CBN broadcast. I'm Patrick Simmons, bringing you the dig on the Chaminade swimming team and their performance at the MCC swimming meet. The Rowdy Red Raffle and the Howler Lacrosse program is kicking into gear with a new head coach and high hopes to win state.
And I'm Andrew Jasbani with sports and a special interview. Last Thursday at 6 p.m., Chaminade varsity soccer team played SLU soccer team. Sadly, the Red Devils lost 1-0. Goal scored in the first half by SLU. It was a brutal game for Chaminade. Hopefully they keep their heads up and get prepared to dominate next year. They had a fantastic season this year. Also, we would like to keep in mind our seniors who played their last game that night. Also, a big thanks to the coaches. Now over to Fitz with swimming.
Thanks, Andrew. The Chaminade swimming team competed in the MCC swimming meet last week, and many Chaminade swimmers medaled. And one of the notable swimmers was Will O'Shea, who were in first place in the 100-yard backstroke and took third in the 200-yard individual medley. Overall, the Chaminade swimming team took a solid third place in the tournament. The state tournament will take place this weekend, with our very own Will O'Shea competing in it.
This month, the winter sports had finally started. We have basketball, hockey, racquetball, and swimming. The hockey team and swimming team both had already started their seasons. Basketball is about to finish with their tryouts, and the season is beginning very soon. Hockey is so far undefeated. Our hockey team will go far this year, said by Ellis Burgett, our Chaminade hockey goalkeeper. Good luck, Chaminade. Speaking of winter sports, here's a quick interview with the new varsity basketball coach, Mr. Frank Bennett.
Hi, I'm Dylan Long, and this is Mr. Frank Bennett. So Mr. Bennett, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What did you want to do when you were young?
When I was young, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to be successful, and success for me was being good at whatever it was I chose to do, and then obviously being able to provide for a family, and raise a family. But that was it, man. I really had no clue. At one point, I wanted to be the president. Another time, I wanted to be an NBA basketball player, and then it was everything in between too. So
when did you decide to do what you do today?
Truthfully speaking, I was in accounting for quite some time, and it was miserable. I absolutely hated it, and the money was good, but it was absolutely miserable. I hated going to work. I hated being at work. I loved it when I left work, but then as soon as I left work, I started thinking about work again, and I was like, man, this can't be life. There has to be something. There has to be something else out there. I felt like I was made for something else, and that.
So, who would you say is your biggest role model for just living life estovere?
That's a great question, man. There's a ton of individuals that, quite frankly, I don't have enough time to dive into. But personally, obviously, my mom and father, they were. My mother and father, they're great. My dad really instilled in me at a young age what it means to work hard, and my mom instilled that passion side. You don't do anything half speed. As far as from a Christian perspective, my pastor, he has been influential as far as being able to let God really guide you in your life and learn godly principles that really apply in any situation in life. But then when you talk about my experience here at Chaminade, I think it's very fortunate to be able to teach alongside of those individuals that help mold you. So for example, Coach Massa, Coach Taylor, these are guys that were there when I was there and that I played under. Mr. Rohn was another guy. I didn't have him in class, but you felt his presence. Mr. Fernandez, who's the athletic director here, I had him in class.
That was a great interview by our very own Dylan Long. Now to Fitz with the Chaminade News, but before that, a quick message from our sponsors.
At Chaminade, we stand out in all aspects of academics. We also have a great fine art program. Not to mention, our sports teams are out of this world. Come to Chaminade, it's a fit for all.
Welcome back. In our Chaminade news, the Rowdy Red Raffle has ended successfully, And the grade that reached their goal of an average of 6 tickets sold per student was a 6th grade. For accomplishing that goal, the entire class gets to pick their own day off. In other school news, the Sharing and Caring Drive is starting and will last for about 6 weeks. Make sure that you bring in money that your mentor group has designated to care for. In other sports news, the lacrosse team starting to kick into gear with 15 fall practices, and on this Saturday we'll be participating in the Great Pumpkin Warm-Up Tournament. This year, the lacrosse team is making some changes. With our new head coach this season will be from former Eureka coach John Silva. Be sure to tune in next time to see an interview with Coach Silva and learn a little bit about him and his expectations for the 2014 season. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Patrick Fitzsimmons.
And I'm Andrew Jasbani. Thanks for watching.